Iranian hardliners are accusing the UN nuclear watchdog of helping Israel identify new targets inside Iran. The planned return of IAEA inspectors has sparked fresh fears over intelligence and national security. Critics in Tehran claim the IAEA chief is creating a new target bank for Iran's adversaries. Iran's hardliners have accused IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi of carrying out a hidden political mission. As tensions persist, UN inspectors have found themselves caught in the middle of the U.S. Iran nuclear standoff. An Iranian hardline outlet accused IAEA chief Rafael Grossi of helping Israel gather intelligence on Iran. The outlet claimed Grossi's mission was to help build a new target bank for Israel. The accusation surfaced after reports of talks on the future role of nuclear inspectors in Iran. Reports also suggested Iran agreed to establish a nuclear working group during the Switzerland talks. Commentators claimed the return of IAEA inspectors could provide Israel with fresh information on Iran's nuclear sites. They argued Prime Minister Netanyahu is seeking updated intelligence following the recent U.S.-Israel military campaign. According to Fars news agency, Iran will not allow IAEA inspectors into Fordow, Natanz, or Isfahan for now. The report says access to those facilities will remain blocked until a final nuclear agreement is signed. Fars claimed the IAEA's expanded role would begin only after all conditions of the final agreement are fulfilled. The report added that limited monitoring would continue at existing facilities, including Bushehr and Tehran. According to Fars, Article 8 of the MoU allows expanded IAEA supervision only after a comprehensive agreement is reached. The report says sanctions relief, reconstruction, and the nuclear file must all be resolved before that stage. Fars also claimed Article 9 bars any changes to Iran's nuclear program until a final settlement is achieved. Under that interpretation, Iran will continue its current nuclear activities and existing inspection arrangements. Fars said diplomatic sources believe Rafael Grossi is seeking a broader IAEA role before a final deal is signed. All this is unfolding as Trump warns Iran to honor the new agreement or face consequences from the United States if violations are detected.
Treasury lifted sanctions on Iranian oil today.
Well,
sir.
I'm going to have to find out exactly the status, but if the sanctions go out, money's going to be put into this country. All that money's coming back in the form of purchases of food, which they desperately need. They have 91 million people. They can't feed them. So the money that we lift is going to go to our farmers, largely to our farmers.
Can you ensure that the Iranians won't use profits from oil sales to rebuild their military? And just
well, they're
prepare
not
for the
supposed to
next
be doing
conflict?
that, sir. We'll see, but they're supposed to use money to buy food for their people, because right now the people are very hungry, and they're buying it exclusively from us. Corn, soybeans. There should be a lot of money. I hope it's a lot of money.
If the war with Iran could cause a worldwide depression, as you noted, Mr. President, are you willing to risk economic catastrophe and strike Iran again?
Well, not the way I'm doing it.
Not the way
It's not
you're-
going to cause depression.
Yes, but if they don't abide by the memorandum of
nuclear
understanding.
weapon supersedes depression. Depression is real bad. Nuclear weapon will cause depression much more quickly. The way we're doing it, we have the opposite of a depression. We're doing really well. The numbers are incredible. The oil is at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Oil prices are way down. I think they're very comparable to what they were, Chris. I don't know, pretty comparable to what they were before we started.
They've returned most of the way back down.
Yeah.
So if Iran does not abide by the MOU, are you still willing for strikes?
And does it cause a depression? I said it could cause a depression, right? And I said that I don't want to be Herbert Hoover. That's a president I don't want to be, because he was in charge during the Great Depression, and certainly a lot of bad things could happen. That would be one of the things. I don't think it would, but if it did, but no, if Iran doesn't live up to their agreement, or if they're not behaving, I will do what I have to do.
Does that give them leverage over you, Mr. President?
Say it?
Does that give them leverage, the Iranians leverage over you?
Oh, you're so leverage. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their leaders are all dead. Their whole country's a mess. Their economy is shot. The Times, the fake New York Times said, oh, it's about the same as it was 4 months ago. No, 4 months ago they had a Navy, 159 ships to be exact. It's gone. The whole Navy's gone. Their 250 airplanes, all gone. Their anti-aircraft is gone. Their radar is gone. These guys love radar. Their radar is gone. Everything's gone. Their leaders are gone. Their whole country is gone. And the Times said, oh, they're about the same as they were 4 months ago. The reason the news is doing so badly, or let's put it another way, the reason that I won in a landslide, even though I got 92% negative press, all fake press, is because nobody believes the press anymore. And they have to start believing. When the Times and a couple of others, they're grasping for straws. When they say that Iran is about the same as it was 4 months. 4 months ago, they had a powerful Navy, they had a powerful Air Force. Most of their missiles are gone. Most of their launching pads are gone. Most of their manufacturing capacity for drones and missiles is gone. About 87% gone. And then I hear, oh, they're in such great shape. No, they're gone. And their first level of leaders, gone. Their second level of leaders, gone. Their third level of leaders, you have to hear the conversations. Who wants to be president? Well, I don't want it. Nobody wants to be president. And then we have to read that they're doing well. They're doing so badly.
The report claimed Tehran rejected those expanded inspection demands until negotiations are fully completed. Iranian hardliners have accused the UN nuclear watchdog of overstepping its mandate during sensitive negotiations. The allegations have added another layer of mistrust to the already fragile U.S. Iran negotiation process. Iranian advisor claimed Tehran was using negotiations to buy time before any renewed conflict, according to remarks highlighted by memory. Mahdi Mohammadi said negotiations were a strategic tool that could help Iran prepare for what he described as the next phase of war. Baghir Ghalibaf's advisor said Iran should use diplomacy to slow developments while strengthening its military capabilities and readiness. Mohammadi warned the United States could also use negotiations to rearm, reposition forces, and prepare for possible future operations. He argued Tehran should never treat negotiations as a substitute for maintaining military preparedness and defense capabilities. Mahdi Mohammadi said, and I quote, "When your enemy is humiliated and defeated, you can get concessions out of it. Will the enemy abide by its commitments later on? No. However, the important thing is to get concessions from the beginning, so that if the negotiations fall apart tomorrow, you can keep what you got at the start. We should get something substantial right at the start, because we know, at least that's how I see it, that the whole thing will fall apart. Fine, let it fall apart. The important thing is to get something substantial at the start." Unquote. According to the advisor, time had become a weapon, and the side that controls the pace of negotiations would ultimately gain the strategic advantage. Memory said the remarks reflected the advisor's personal views and not necessarily the official policy or position of the Iranian government. Experts warned the comments could indicate that negotiations are being viewed as a temporary pause before the possibility of renewed escalation.